Yo guys, what is going on? JPS back with another video, and today we're going to be reacting to the two Ronnies rhyming slang sermon. I looked back on when was the last time we reacted to the two Ronnies, and it was April of last year. So it's been quite some time, but there's never a wrong time to get back into the two Ronnies, and there's so much we haven't seen. I picked this one because it seemed pretty interesting. Make sure you guys hit the like button, hit subscribe. I'm sure this is going to be hilarious if it's anything like the Four Candles sketch, the telephone sketch, the sweet shop sketch. Like, there's just so many different sketches that I've loved of theirs, so I'm really excited for this one. If you guys have other things you'd like me to react to, specifically comedy related, throw them in the comments down below, as there's still tons of British comedy and British comedians that we haven't even checked out at all. So if there's something I haven't checked out that you think is worthy of me checking out, throw them in the comments down below. Also, guys, just wanted to announce that we are starting some new shows on Patreon. We start One Foot in the Grave today, so the first episode is currently out right now on Patreon. To join that, it's the first link in the description. We're going to be starting the League of Gentlemen pretty soon. We're watching Father Ted, Friday Night Dinner right now as well. So there's a lot of content and tons of shows and movies that we've already seen that you get access to immediately upon joining. So if that interests you at all, consider joining. First link in the description. Let's get right into this though.
Now, many of you here tonight will know that Cain and Abel and Hampstead Heath are Cockney rhyming slang. Cain and Abel means table, and Hampstead Heath means teeth. We are glad to welcome tonight a large group of Cockney worshippers to Evensong, and it is to them that I wish to address my sermon. I want to tell you a story. A long time ago, in the days of the Israelites, there lived a poor man. He had no trouble and strife. She had run off with a tea leaf some years before, and he now lived with his eldest bricks and mortar, Mary. And being very short of bees and honey, unable to pay the burden on Trent, he was tempted to go forth into the Bristol city and see what he could half inch. He would say to Mary, his bricks and mortar, "I will take a ball of chalk into the town and buy some tobacco for my cherry ripe." And he would put on his almond rocks and his dicky dirt and his round the houses and set off down the Frog and Toad until he reached the outskirts of the Bristol. And people would stare at him, for his dicky dirt was torn.
I gotta pause. So there's some of these I'm not getting. A lot of it I am though, like the cherry ripe, the Bristol, the up on Trent. I don't know if he said Trent, but that's how a lot of towns are named in the UK. If you don't know anything about Britain, this is not making any sense to you. So I'm really glad we're watching this now, because a year ago, if I had watched this, I don't think it would have been nearly as funny.
His howdy-doos were full of holes, and his coat was very Westminster Abbey. He was also somewhat unclean, being too poor to purchase any Cape of Good Hope. His bushel and peck was extremely 230. And people passed by on the other side to avoid the pen and ink. He was truly an ugly man. His north and south drooped, his mince pies were watery, and he had a big red, I suppose. One day, his bricks and mortar gave him some money, saying, "Here is a saucepan lid. Go and buy food, a loaf of Uncle Fred and a pound of standard ease. But do not tarry in the town, and bring me back what is left of the money to buy myself some new underwear. I need a new pair of early doors. For my present ones are full of holes, and I am in a continual George raft." But instead of returning with the bees and honey for his bricks and mortar's early doors, he made his way to the rubber-dub for a tumble down the sink and indulged himself freely on the bottle. And he became very Elephant's Trunk and Mozart. And when the landlord of the rubber-dub called Birdlime, the man set off back towards his cat and mouse, reeling about all over the Frog and Toad and drunkenly humming a stewed prune.
Bro, this is so... I love this. This is awesome. Of course, a lot of the things I'm not getting. not just because of the cultural divide, but also because of the time period. Two Ronnies is not a new thing at all, so a lot of this stuff is stuff I wouldn't know about. But yeah, this is fun. This is fun.
And it came to Khyber Pass that as he staggered along, he saw on the pavement a small brown Richard III. And he stared at it, lying there at his plates of meat. And he said, "Oh, small brown Richard III, how lucky I did not step on you." And he picked it up, and he put it on top of a wall where no one could step on it. And a rich 4x2-ish merchant, who witnessed the deed, put his hand into his skyrocket and took out a Lady Godiva and handed it to the man, saying, "I saw you pick up that Richard III and remove it from the pavement, and that was a kindly act. Take this Lady Godiva for your froth and bubble." And the man took it and went on his way, and the Richard III flew back to its nest. Now, when the man arrived home, his daughter was sitting by the Jeremiah on her favorite Lionel Blair. And she arose angrily and said, "Once again you come home, elephant's trunk and Mozart. You have spent all the money I gave you. Now I cannot have my new pair of early doors. Neither can I have wine as you do." And the man said, "Fear not, here is a Lady Godiva which I earned by a kindly act." And the woman was overjoyed and said, "Thank you, father. Now I can have my pair of early doors. Verily, that kindly act has ensured that I have more than enough to cover my bottle and glass."
Okay. I wonder if that had a live that. I wonder if that had a live audience. Sounded kind of live, but maybe a laugh track too. I love the two Ronnies though. They're always kind of weird. They just do weird things. It's really different. But yeah, good stuff there. If there's other two Ronnie sketches you guys want me to check out, throw those in the comments as well. But hopefully you guys enjoyed that. If someone wants to explain some of the different references and things that were said, I would appreciate that, as I probably only got like 25% of them, but that's better than none. And like I said, if I had watched this like a year or two ago, I wouldn't even know what he was trying to do with this whole slang sermon thing. So yeah, hit the like button, guys. Hit the subscribe button, and I'm gonna catch you all in the next one. Peace.